Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of Westeros, the true origins of dragons, and how the Targaryens came to possess and control these magnificent beasts. If you're a fan of House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, you won't want to miss this. So grab your Valyrian steel mugs, sit back, and let's get started. Let's start with the dragons themselves. These mythical creatures are more than just fire-breathing reptiles. They are the stuff of legends, symbols of power and terror in equal measure. But where did they come from? The origins of dragons in George R.R. Martin's world are shrouded in mystery, but we have some clues. According to ancient lore, dragons originated in the Shadowlands beyond Ashai, a mysterious and distant region in the far east of Essos. These lands are described as dark and foreboding, filled with shadowbinders and dark magic. It's said that dragons first appeared in this eerie landscape, born from fire and magic. Some maesters and scholars in Westeros believe that dragons are not natural creatures, but rather the product of sorcery, possibly even created by the enigmatic people of Ashai or other ancient civilizations lost to time. Now let's talk about the Targaryens. The Targaryen family, as we all know, is synonymous with dragons. But how did they come to possess and control these creatures? To understand this, we need to go back to the height of the Valyrian freehold, a vast empire that ruled much of Essos with dragons as their primary weapon. The Valyrians were originally shepherds in the Valyrian Peninsula, a region rich in volcanic activity. This environment was perfect for dragons, who are known to thrive in areas with high temperatures and volcanic activity. The Valyrians discovered dragon eggs and learned to harness the power of these creatures. They developed a unique bond with their dragons, using magic and dragon horns to control them. This relationship was unlike anything the world had ever seen. The Valyrians' mastery of dragons allowed them to expand their empire, conquering vast territories and establishing the Valyrian freehold. This period is often referred to as the apex of human civilization in Martin's world. The Valyrians built incredible cities, forged weapons of Valyrian steel, and created a culture that revolved around dragon lore and power. Among the dragon lords of Valyria were the Targaryens. However, the Targaryens were not the most powerful family in Valyria. In fact, they were relatively minor dragon lords compared to others. But what set them apart was their foresight. A Targaryen called Daenys the Dreamer had a prophetic vision of the doom of Valyria, a cataclysmic event that would destroy the entire Valyrian peninsula. Acting on Daenys' vision, her father Enar Targaryen moved his entire family along with their 5 dragons to Dragonstone, an island off the coast of Westeros. This was a bold move, considering they were leaving behind the power and prestige of Valyria, but it turned out to be the wisest decision in Targaryen history. 12 years later, the doom of Valyria occurred, wiping out almost all the dragon lords and their dragons. The Targaryens, who were the only known dragon lords left in the world, were safe on Dragonstone. From their stronghold on Dragonstone, the Targaryens bided their time. For nearly a century, they remained relatively quiet, maintaining their dragons and watching the political landscape of Westeros. It wasn't until Aegon the Conqueror decided to unite the 7 kingdoms under one rule that the Targaryens truly made their mark on Westeros. Aegon's conquest is a story we all know well. With his sister wives, Visenya and Rhaenys, and their 3 dragons, Balerion, Vhagar, and Meraxes, Aegon launched his campaign to conquer Westeros. The dragons were instrumental in his success. The sight of these colossal beasts, with their firepower and aerial advantage, was enough to make even the most formidable armies surrender. Castles burned, armies were decimated, and soon all of Westeros except Dorne bent the knee to Aegon and his dragons. But the story doesn't end there. The Targaryens continued to use dragons to maintain their rule and keep the peace in the realm. However, controlling dragons wasn't without its challenges. Dragons are not tame creatures. They are wild, powerful, and sometimes unpredictable. The Targaryens developed a deep, almost mystical bond with their dragons, often referred to as dragon binding. This connection was partly due to their Valyrian blood and partly due to ancient magical practices. One of the key elements in controlling dragons was the use of dragon eggs. These eggs were incredibly valuable and passed down through Targaryen generations. Hatching a dragon egg required intense heat, often provided by dragonfire or volcanic activity. Once a dragon hatched, it would bond with its rider, forming a connection that was both mental and emotional.
Dragon.
This bond allowed the Targaryens to command their dragons with remarkable precision. Despite their prowess, the Targaryens faced several challenges in maintaining their dragons. Dragons require vast amounts of food and space, and they are prone to fighting among themselves. This led to several tragic incidents in Targaryen history, including the infamous Dance of the Dragons. a civil war that pitted Targaryen against Targaryen, dragon against dragon. This war led to the death of many dragons and significantly weakened the Targaryen hold on the Iron Throne. As time went on, the number of dragons dwindled. By the time of King Aegon III, known as the Dragonbane, the last of the Targaryen dragons had died, leaving only dragon eggs that refused to hatch. The loss of dragons marked the decline of Targaryen power, leading to political instability, and eventually, the fall of their dynasty during Robert's Rebellion. So there you have it, the origins of dragons, their connection to the Valyrians, and how the Targaryens came to possess and control these legendary creatures. It's a tale of magic, prophecy, and the rise and fall of one of the most powerful families in Westeros. Dragons are more than just symbols of power. They are a testament to the complex and often tumultuous history of the Targaryens. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the lore of dragons and the Targaryens, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like me to cover. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.